welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Play or Pass, where I give a game from my backlog like 45 minutes to an hour of gameplay and decide whether it's worth checking out or if I'm passing on it. Today, we're taking a look at Zack and Wiki for the Nintendo Wii. This one's been on my radar for a couple years now. I've seen other content creators talk about it being a hidden gem, and I got a chance to play through the first couple levels and wanted to give you my thoughts on it, if I'm going to stick with it or put it back on the shelf. Let's take a look at Zack and Wiki. Let's go. As soon as I booted up this game, I was greeted by vibrant visuals and kind of a quirky art style. It screams classic Capcom. It honestly reminds me of almost playing a Saturday morning cartoon. You play as Zack, a treasure hunting pirate, and his partner Wiki, a talking monkey who doubles as a magical bell, which sounds kind of odd, but it starts to make sense as you get into the game. The game has a cartoony vibe with a lot of charm. I was immediately drawn in by how lighthearted it felt, but don't let the cute exterior fool you. There's definitely some brain power to be used in this one. The game wastes no time in introducing you to its core mechanics, motion controlled puzzles. The Wii remote is your primary tool, and you'll be using it to solve puzzles, interact with objects, and sometimes shake it wildly, like when you're transforming enemies into useful tools with Wiki's magical bell. This game really takes advantage of the motion controls, and I feel like that was missing with a lot of Wii titles. In the first level, you're tasked with trying to figure out how to open a treasure chest while dealing with some sneaky enemies. It's like a mix of point and click adventure and puzzle game thrown in there. In the second level, things kind of ramp up. You're introduced to more complex puzzles that require some real thinking. I had to use environmental clues and trial and error to figure out how to progress. One of the coolest mechanics is how you transform enemies into tools. For example, turning a snake into a grabber or a centipede into a saw. These puzzles feel super satisfying to solve too. They reward you for being observant and thinking outside the box, but I could see how the trial and error approach might frustrate some players. Breaking it down, what I loved about this one are the visuals and colorful and charming art style. It really stands out, and that Saturday morning cartoon feel really kind of brings me back. The puzzles are clever, and the use of the Wii remote, like I said, is something that was missing in the entire lifespan of the system. The game's got a ton of personality from what I've played, and yeah, so far I'm really digging this one. If there's any cons to it, the motion controls, while mostly are solid, can feel imprecise at times. There are a few moments where I was shaking the Wii remote and just hoping for the best. Some puzzles rely a bit too much on trial and error, I think, but which can be frustrating, but I don't know. I think I liked it. So after playing the first couple levels of this one, is it a play or pass? I'd say it's definitely a play. I'm an absolute sucker for a good puzzle game, and I love the point and click adventure genre, and this is a great mix between the two. Sure, the motion controls have their quirks, but they're definitely manageable. And it's fun to actually play a game that truly utilizes the Wiimotes the way I felt like it should have always been. So if you're a fan of puzzle games, point and click adventures, or just looking for a unique Wii experience, I'd say give Zack and Wiki a shot. It's a hidden gem that deserves a lot more love. So that's my thoughts so far on Zack and Wiki. Let me know in the comments below if you've played this one and what your thoughts are. And if you like retro homebrew gaming, please consider liking, subscribing, all that kind of fun YouTube stuff. Until next time, see you in the next video. Late.